She ended up giving me the sandwich and then not charging me afterward. And I kind of...
Wow.
She was just like, I would take my credit card out. And she's like, no, you're good. I'm like,
So
wait, what?
Did you flirt your way to a sandwich?
Accidentally, I think I did. I'm kind of riding high on this.
Wow.
That's impressive.
The boy is growing up.
Look at you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Now, the person that was making your sandwich, would that be the kind of person that you could see yourself on a date with, possibly?
I mean...
That's a no, Kevin.
Okay. All right.
I mean, like, I didn't really go in there flirting. I was just being polite, and it just kind of worked out. I mean, I didn't ask for a number or anything when she didn't give it to me. But I also was caught a little off guard on top of it. I mean, she wasn't bad. I don't think she was really my style, though.
Okay, now...
Suits. Beggars can't be choosers. Don't be all picky over there. You got to get some wins under your belt before you start getting all picky. Come on now.
Kevin, Virginia, and Jason are live on 97.9 WRMF and the KVJ Show app.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
What's going on? Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Thursday, Virginia.
Happy Thursday to you, Kevin.
I'd say happy Thursday to Jaybird, but he is tardy again.
Where's the bird?
I don't know. I know he was struggling to find his keys. I could go check to see if he found them or not.
Yeah, this boy is struggling as of late. Now, if he were in school, we'd be sending a letter home with his parents, don't you think?
We should.
That we'd be like, we need to have a conversation.
Uh-oh, here he comes.
Well, thank God at least he brought something for show and tell today.
What is
Showing
that?
up here.
That's for what's on my mind.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's something. All right, well, if you want a sneak peek and you look on KVJ TV, that's definitely something that stands out.
Wow.
There's a terrible accident on 45th Street.
Oh, really?
Full-on head collision. It did not look good. They blocked off a whole area. So if you're heading on 45th and...
Where exactly on 45th? Could you see?
Yeah, corner of 45th and Village.
Oh, no.
Terrible accident.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Look at that, Suits. You just got Trump with the traffic.
Yeah, you did.
I might have to take over traffic today.
Yeah, I was going
At
to say.
least 45th Street traffic, you got this.
How many cars are involved?
2, but it looked like they just smashed. It's one of those ones where you look over, you're like, I don't want to look over. I don't know if anyone's hurt, but it looked like there was potential of someone being hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those streets where you got a slow street coming into a fast street, and I mean they're all over the South Florida, and you never know. That's just it, man. We got people that drive so ridiculously fast, and it's so dangerous. I had somebody yesterday. Now I'm always looking. I'm one of those defensive drivers. I don't trust anybody. And same thing, I was on 95, and I went to get a lane over. This guy had to be going 110. And he wasn't in the fast lane. He was like in like the second lane over, which you're not expecting someone to be going 110 in that lane, but he's, because the fast lanes aren't fast enough. So he's got to weave all the way to the right, and he's got to weave all the way to the left. And you're just like, oh my gosh, like if I wasn't driving like I'm paranoid of everyone, I would have just zipped right over, and it would not have gone well.
Well, here in Village Boulevard, there's a very awkward lane change. You think you're supposed to be turning left, but you really are in a lane to turn straight. And sometimes when you're in that lane to go straight, you're actually in a turning lane, so you start to go straight across the street when you're really in a turning lane, and you don't realize that.
I use that all the time because I wait to see, because it's got one of those light sensors. I go through it every morning, and so if it switches and gives me the light sensor like I like, then I kind of zip right on through. If not, then I take a right-hand turn. Then
it's very confusing.
It is very confusing, but it's one of those kind of like crazy things where it's a slow street into a fast one. So we wish the best to the people involved with that. Just let you know, you think this early in the morning you're not going to have accidents. Like it's all good because I mean the roads are still relatively. I mean they're only half full, right? Not to what we're going to get in an hour and a half.
But the speeding is still real.
It is. It is. All right. Well, here you go. We're all present, accounted for. Glad you made it safely here today, Jaybird.
I'm here.
Yeah, with your What's on your mind today? Can't wait to hear about that. So, we got a lot of big stuff. So that's going to be coming up here in just about 15 minutes. If you want to plug in to see what is going on, you can dial up KVJ TV right now. It is on YouTube, which means you can get it on your smart TVs at home. You can get it on the YouTube app as well.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
All right, Jay Bird, you came in here with a very interesting prop today for What's on Your Mind.
Yes.
What do you have to show us today?
So I had a couple things on my mind. This was going to be really quick. I was going to hit you with some goofy, and then I had a serious question for the people.
Okay, all right.
This is my latest. So I told you how I turned my living room into a studio.
Yeah.
One of my first interviews I want is the Kevin Ralston. I want to get behind the man behind the mic. I want to talk to you.
You want to get behind the man? Wait, what kind of interview is this? I don't know.
It's a very open interview.
Yeah, you're going to get behind me and it's very open? Yeah, I don't know.
And this is one of the props I got for the studio. But if you tune into KVJ TV, I think this is an actual very legit, realistic-looking alien. Look at that thing. If that thing was in your window, you would be horrified.
Yeah, well, you say it's realistic based on what our culture says aliens look like. But
where'd you get that?
I ordered it. You get all the weird stuff online, man.
I've got a question. Maybe you can answer this because you are the man who hosts the Weird and Whatever podcast here on the show. So if we had an expert on this, it would be you.
Okay.
If aliens are such an advanced life form and they have sophisticated spaceships, time travel, all this kind of stuff, why don't they have clothes?
Well, some do have clothes. It depends on the report.
Yours is naked.
A lot of times it
or did it come with clothes?
Yeah, it was a wild and I was breaking.
He did another one of those interviews where he got behind the man.
Yours is naked, just like Kevin's going to be in Behind the Man.
I think that's what he's showing me. This is what an interview subject looks like in his new studio.
You got to break this.
It's called a nudio.
That's a good idea, though.
No pants, no problem.
I like
that's the concept for his new in-depth probing interviews. You have to come in naked.
I don't hate that idea. Naked
and lay on your stomach.
Come in naked, leave sad.
Looks pretty good though, doesn't it?
Now it's, I mean, as far as the aliens go, it's pretty impressive. Why, now, is it supposed to be nailed onto the wall because the back end of it's flat? Or?
You lean it against a wall or you can sit it in something.
Okay, so
that's
that'd be something you hang on the wall.
Yeah, or you prop it up against the wall. It looks good where we put it at.
Yeah, that looks great.
But to answer your question really quick, a lot of times people think aliens are naked, but they wear those nude-like clothing. So it almost kind of like what are those things women wear?
Like something Kim Kardashian would wear to the beach?
Yeah, something
so it's
like that.
you look naked, but you're not?
Yeah.
I don't get the point then.
I mean, that's just their style, dog.
I got so many questions for aliens, that might be number one.
And
why do you wear see-through clothes?
And some of them have been reported to have gray outfits, stuff like that.
Okay. All right.
It all depends on the reports, Kevin. Good question, though.
Okay. All right. I guess, have another space question while we're here. What is the big deal about this black hole? Was anybody, were you guys impressed? I mean, there was such a huge deal in the video explaining that they were going to be live streaming the black hole yesterday. Went viral and people were going absolutely gaga for this thing.
It's because it's the first one photographed, I believe.
Okay.
That's why it's a big deal.
Okay.
And yeah, you look at it, you're like, oh, cool. All right, next.
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but it looks like, a black hole.
What was
I don't even describe it. It was just...
Maybe you have to be in it to get it.
I don't know. Yeah, if I'm in it, it's amazing.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, the size and the scope and all that stuff. I mean, now, there are some impressive stats that go with it. It's 53 million light years away from Earth. So, I mean, that kind of boggles the mind, right?
It does.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, okay.
My mind's always boggled.
That's something. I feel like we're advancing as a species.
Well, there was a debate on whether black holes even existed. Some people thought it was the science community just kind of throwing something out there. So it's a big deal, the fact that there's proof of it.
Yeah, we got a video of it now. Okay. And they say it's about 6 billion times the mass of our sun.
Okay.
So think of how big the sun seems to be to us. Well, times that by 6 billion with a B. That's how big this black hole is.
She's a big girl.
It's a big old black hole.
Don't get sucked into it.
Yes.
You're done.
Black hole was one of those things they listed on that show we used to watch. The cosmic worlds and the cosmic universes can end Earth like this. They had the solar flares. They had the black holes listed as some of the things that are very horrifying out there that could kill us.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okie dokie. Dang. All right. Some fascinating stuff. A little bit of science we're throwing into your mix here today on the KVJ show.
All from the alien prop. It's doing its job. It's already paying for itself.
It's
How much did that thing cost you?
160.
160?
It's realistic. It looks real. Know how much usage we can get out of this thing?
I had to see the one he paid $30 for, Virginia.
I love it. I think it's money well spent. But
Okay.
I deal with Goofy.
I deal with Goofy.
This is my life.
This is who I am. This is the essence of my being. What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I got some live crawfish yesterday.
I can smell.
And tonight I'm going to do a cooking demo at Fork and Cork.
Okay.
I'm going to do a little bacon-wrapped crawfish, but I wanted to see if you would sample some of my crawfish, Kev. I bought some in for you. And I know you don't like the work of picking them, so I already picked them for you.
Oh, dang. Oh,
I picked
you
them,
know your boy.
And then I threw some potatoes and corn in there.
Oh,
I mean,
so
there is
good.
nothing like crawfish first thing in the morning.
I love it. I can eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Put that in an omelet. Ugh. I made it a little spicier than normal. Are you getting that?
No, not normal for
Okay.
you. I mean, it's good. I like it. It's got a little bit of something, but yeah, you know me. I mean, you can kick it right up.
Okay.
I mean, knock me over, baby.
Take a bite of that corn. That corn will knock you in the you-know-whats.
Danny's give me some dental floss.
Yeah, corn's one of those ones. You got to have some dental floss.
Oh, that's good.
Good, right?
Yeah.
I made it real kicking.
What is the spice that you use on that?
So the strongest spice, the most important spice is cayenne pepper.
Okay.
But you have to
And
find...
you put that on corn. I know a lot of people do that, right?
Oh, yeah. You can put it on regular corn. You just got to be careful. I put it in a boil, and then so it's concentrated in the water, and it's kind of muted. If you put it straight on stuff, it's going to be like, wow.
Oh, yeah. You want to come out for that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Good stuff.
So that's Fork and Cork tonight, and then next Saturday is the Crawfish Fest. So between now and next Saturday, lots of crawfish fun going to be on the show.
Just don't embarrass us as a show. Go out there and nail this thing.
This is good. That's so good.
You like it?
I like all of it.
Oh,
That's what we're
good.
coming out there. You got to go out there and check that out.
Virginia can cook, man. In fact, she's
Yeah.
going to show off her cooking stylings next week for that party you're throwing me.
That's right. I'm going to be your caterer.
Yeah, Kev, whatever you want, I'm going to get it on the menu.
Oh, and I made a video last night when I cooked all this crawfish. You know,
Yeah.
you've been asking me to do a cooking video. I made a step-by-step video of how people can cook crawfish at home.
Okay.
I just have to edit it today,
yeah.
so it'll probably go up sometime tomorrow.
All right, if it's good enough, maybe you'll share it.
What is the difficulty level on that? Because I assume I'm not a cook. I don't know anything about it, but I assume like with anything, there are levels of difficulty. You know, something's on the lower end, something's on the higher end. Where is crawfish on cooking on difficulty?
Normally when I cook crawfish, I cook hundreds of pounds.
Yes.
And that difficulty level is high because there's a lot of steps to it with hundreds of pounds.
Your cooking at home that you did, how good do you have to be?
You don't have to be that good.
Okay.
So you can scale it down. I just had 10 pounds last night that I started with, and I did the seasoning and all that for 10 pounds. I broke everything down in the video. You can totally do it at home. You just have to have access to get live crawfish.
Okay. All right.
I get mine from Pops in Pompano, Deerfield area.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Yes.
There you go. This week, I kind of been catching up on some shows I was excited to start, but I hadn't had a chance to jump into them. So this week, I kind of got caught up. Billions is one show that I watch on Showtime. It baffles my mind. Here's the one thing about that show that I watch. I watch it, and I'm like going, man, I wish my answers in life were that concise. I mean, everyone on that show, they answer smart. It's like they have the twist that, oh, I never thought of that. But it's right away. They don't flinch. It comes right out. They're talking stock market stuff, and it's all this smart lingo I don't even really get. There's a whole shop talk that goes with stock market stuff. So it makes me feel smarter, even though I'm not getting smarter watching Billions. And I talked to some people that are watching the show, and I think reviews are very important. In fact, if somebody did a blog on shows, be like, hey, like for instance, Billions, people were saying, first couple episodes, I enjoy them, but the fourth episode, bam, kicks right in. You're going to be like, wow. People are texting me or watching Billions saying, okay, episode 4 is good.
Okay.
Watch Veep on HBO. Good. Man, that is a funny, great show. Now, it's crass. But if you like that real kind of like, jerky humor,
we do.
Yes, I think you would love Veep. It's a great cast. There are so many, if you know anything about the world of comedy, too, they get so many good players in there on
little
that
cameos.
show. Yes.
You still watching Arrested Development?
I'm done with it.
You're done.
I've watched all of it. I liked it. It's along the same lines as Veep.
It is.
I think Veep's a little bit better than Arrested Development.
I agree.
Like I've told you, Tony Hale is the guy's name. He plays basically the same character in Arrested Development and in Veep.
He does.
He's so subtly, awesomely funny. He's kind of like the out of sorts mama's boy, or he's her assistant. And he's,
It is the same character.
It is the exact same character, but he's so good at it. So keep playing it. So that was good. And to let you know, Avengers Endgame is going to be coming up. Game of Thrones is on Sunday, but this movie has got me concerned. Now, I saw the last one. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But if you're not aware, this new Avengers movie that they're going to be doing here is clocking in at just over 3 hours.
Whoa.
Yes.
Over?
Over 3 hours. And here's the issue with this movie is the guy who's in charge of Marvel is saying there's apparently no fluff in this. You need to see every minute of this movie. So people are like going, I mean, come on, dude. 3 hours?
No fluff.
Okay, here's what he says. His name's Kvj, and he says, we are fans of movies that you just don't ever find a good time to run out to the bathroom. And if a movie doesn't feel like that to us, we continue to trim, we continue to shape, we continue to bring that time down. They've stopped at just over 3 hours, meaning there's not a second in this movie you can miss or go run out to pee. Now, usually, unfortunately, as I'm getting older, I have to pee a lot more. And this is a big problem for me. And there's even an app you can get. I think it's like Run Pee or something like that.
It tells you when in the movie to go.
It tells you when in each movie that at this minute, go run to the bathroom because you've got a lag. I've seen that in so many movies. You're like, for the next 3 minutes, I don't necessarily need to know that. I could miss that and still pick right up. Apparently in Avengers Endgame, you don't have a minute in there. And so I've got to start thinking this through. I'm going to have to start drying out my bladder probably now to be ready for this movie.
Are you buying that 3 hours and there's nothing you can trim down?
I'm skeptical. I'm like you.
Very skeptical on that.
He's saying that there is not a minute they can take out of this.
He's
so
still
you
in
can't
it, though.
run. I know.
It's his baby.
It's his baby.
He's saying you cannot run to the bathroom at all. Now, the movie's going to be opening up with Thursday night previews on April 25th. So you've got 2 weeks from today. So I am not going to drink any more liquid for the next 14 days. I'm done. That's it. This last drink that I have here, that's the last thing I'm going to drink in 2 weeks.
Not going to be good for your systems.
You know what? What am I going to do here in Virginia? I apparently have got no options. And they say that this movie, Avengers Endgame, it's already sold more advance tickets in its first week than Star Wars The Force Awakens did. That was the previous record holder. And it's outpacing the advance tickets of the Avengers Infinity War 5-1.
Wow.
Yes. So it's going to be a massive movie that apparently you can't miss 1 second of. So either stop drinking your beverages now or wear an adult diaper.
I might not miss one. I might miss 3 hours of it. I'm not sure.
You might miss the whole thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
You could also buy this contraption that my brother-in-law has. He has it for Mardi Gras.
Oh, boy.
And it's so awesome.
Why do I fear this suggestion?
So you put it on your junk.
I knew this is where you're going.
It's like you put it on your junk like you would a prophylactic, and it's got a hose at the end of it. The hose snakes down your pant leg, and then it comes out by your tennis shoe. But you could put the hose into, say, an empty Gatorade bottle if you wanted to, and then you would last through the movie.
I don't know. Something tells me spills over here. I think I would break it. It'd go down the theater floor.
We don't recommend it for you.
I wouldn't do that. I don't recommend that for anybody. It's kind of gross, too.
Yeah, I don't know, because right now I don't know of a good option. I've got 2 weeks to figure out how I'm going to watch this movie.
Just sit there in the theater.
That doesn't sound like, And not to mention, too, if somebody looks over, the look on my face, wait, is that guy peeing in his pants?
Pass the popcorn, Virginia. I'm peeing.
Don't drink the yellow Gatorade.
Get out of here with your gross suggestion.
So what are you going to do for this new Avengers movie? I'd like your suggestions. 877-979-WRMF here at the KVJ Show. Coming up here in just a bit. Yeah, I think we all probably suffer through it to some extent. Tech frustration. But how long does it take before we start losing our minds? And what percentage of us have actually smashed a piece of technology that we got angry at? Are you in the angry club? I'll let you know the numbers next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Now, I would like to think that I'm a pretty mellow dude. I handle conflict and issues, I'd like to believe, very, very well. I'm very calm about them.
You remove all emotion. You don't get all hot-headed like me.
Yeah.
You just kind of look at the facts and you kind of try to deal with stuff rational.
I do my best, but I have got a weakness in my life, and I come unglued. I am unrecognizable, and I am ashamed of myself and my behavior and how I respond. It is against everything I believe in and the nature of who I am. It's a glowing weakness I have, and it is problems with technology.
It brings out the worst in myself. I get it, man.
I embarrass myself. I lose my mind. I do things. I caught myself the other day biting my phone.
Yeah.
Biting it?
I was so angry. I'm like, what am I doing? Are you biting your phone? If you would step back and look at a video of me when I have technology issues, I am the opposite of who I want to be and who I always try to be. Calm, cool, collective, and okay, let's compartmentalize your frustrations and your anger right now. Technology turns me into a different individual.
So the worst that it ever happened to me, I was trying to text somebody and it wasn't going on. My phone was just not acting normal, and I had to get this text off. I'm like, what's going on? I tried to send it one more time, and I got so mad, and I was driving, but I was at a red light. I punched my steering wheel, and when I punched my steering wheel, my horn got caught, so now it's just...
So you're bringing attention to yourself on top of it. Look at me.
My phone and my horn was broke.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's terrible. And for some reason, you think that you're inflicting some kind of pain on this technology, which doesn't feel a thing. The only pain you're inflicting is on yourself because you're such a slave to it that you know you're going to replace it. So when you go and you break it, you're creating all that time and the added expense of having to replace it. So really, you're a double moron.
In the moment, it feels good.
It does.
Like, yeah, and then about 40 seconds later, you go, dude, you're a grown-ass adult. You're punching your steering wheel. Get it together, man.
Embarrassing things. That is the worst of me. The worst of Kev happens because of his technology.
I get it.
How long does it take before you start to snap? Now, if you want to find out if you're average or not, and I might be below average, because they say the average person can deal with a tech problem for 12 minutes before they snap. 12 minutes.
It depends on the problem, too.
It does, and it depends upon, like, the other added pressures that go with it. A lot of times, it can be enhanced when you have a deadline, or you have somebody on the other end that is pressing upon you, and you're trying to get something in super fast, and you're like, oh, and then that adds to it. Like, let's say you have a text fight, and then the technology issue happens.
And you have stuff to say.
Oh, you always do.
You're already amped up, and there's even, let's have a text fight with a deadline that's on the end of it where you got to be a certain place that you don't want to be, and you're fighting with somebody about it, and then your technology goes south. So that, to me, I think is going to speed up this 12 minutes. But that is the average for people before they lose their minds. And it says 15% of us have gotten so angry with a gadget we destroyed it.
Yeah, I have. I'm not proud of it. It happens. I've gotten better.
Yeah.
I'm better than I used to be. That's something, right? Right, baby?
I'm better.
I'm better. I'm not great.
Yeah. If we were like graphing this out, I'm 3% better.
3.
I'm 2% better.
Is this more of a guy thing? Because I mean, yes, of course, I get mad at my phone when it's not working right, but I would never like throw it against a wall or smash it or step on it.
Yeah, you're so enlightened. This is the woman who threw scissors at me the other day because I turned off her microphone.
I think it was justified.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here, catch these with your eye.
It might be. I don't know. I mean, is it more a dude thing? You know, I oftentimes see. After a sporting event, there are those videos of the idiot guys that punch their TV, their flat screen, and smash it and break it and punch a hole in the wall and that kind of stuff. I've never seen a video of a girl doing that.
It's when, like you said, it's when there's a deadline and when something normally works with a normal function and all of a sudden it's not doing that. That's when you get the perfect storm of awful. You hit a button, it's supposed to do something, and it's not doing that all of a sudden.
Yeah. I'm sure there are chicks that smash stuff. Of course. But I think by and large, it's probably more of a dude thing. I just think about how much money the electronics cost. And
I'm not that cool in my head. And I try to stop myself. There's a part of me that I'm 70% angry. No, I'm 85% angry. But yet there's 15% of me. It's like, Kev, stop, stop, stop. You are going to, in 10 minutes, you're going to regret this. You're going to be like, what am I doing? And then if my wife sees it, she'll be like, she'll add on to it. And then she'll see like I've smashed something. And she'll be like, oh, that was real great. So you know how much it's going to cost? She's like, you're not getting a new phone. Like we have this and that and these bills. She's like, so you just live with it. You and your anger problems. And then that makes you even more angry, you know? So it's like. So,
and you want to smash more stuff.
Right, but you can't.
Chicks in the chat room are sounding off saying they've done it. So,
really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's just a dude thing.
Okay, so women, I think I'd like to find out of the 15% that have gotten so angry, how many of that 15% is men compared to women?
Would you count, and I think this would count, if you get mad at a video game and take the controller and chuck it off the wall? It's technology. I've seen that a lot.
I stopped playing video games because they would make me an irrational angry ball, and I'm like, I can't do it. I realize I am not the best Kev when I play video games.
When we got fired from Miami, me and Denny's would play this basketball game, and he beat me, I'm not kidding you, 14 days in a row, and by that 14th loss, I was getting so mad. I mean, I was throwing things, and I know for a fact he let me win on purpose because he knew I couldn't take any more losing. He let me win because I just couldn't bear another loss in my life.
They say the most annoying tech problems are slow internet, slow computer, and pop-up ads. That's the three things that get you frustrated. To me, it's just typically when things aren't working.
Right.
Like it's just
our phones, our phone screener, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's technology in a sense.
It is. I try to be cool. I'm better on that, but then again I have a microphone on my face and I realize
the public's watching
right.
you.
That's what I need. You know what? When I started getting my technology, I just need to go live on Facebook.
Because there's a different
But you can't because your internet's not working.
Come on.
There's definitely a different Kev during commercial than on the air. If something goes wrong.
Yeah, no doubt. There you go. Yeah, I got people are giving me some tips. Kevin, you're an explode or not an imploder. You have to learn to say nobody can bother me, nothing can bother me.
Yeah, that's great when you're in a fit of rage and no one can bother me.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. Like I said, I'm trying to grow that 15% of rational Kev that's still in there. It's like the Hulk. I am green. I've ripped my shirt off and I'm about ready to smash my phone.
I don't know if I'll ever be there. No one can bother me? That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
That's real strong.
Samantha in the chat room said, I kicked my windshield out. Not the greatest idea because you were angry.
Wow. Oh, kicked my windshield out. That's impressive.
What happened?
Oh, my gosh. Somebody said, I sell audio video. A customer cracked a $20,000 TV by throwing their remote through it.
Oh.
$20,000 TV.
I mean, you really can't control your emotions at that point.
20,000?
Yeah, there's just something, there's that impulsive anger, and you just don't, in that moment, you don't think about it. And it's a massive personality flaw I have. I think a lot of people are rooted with it too, though.
So something like that, is that something where you need anger management for? Because I do believe everybody has that to a certain extent. That we all should be in anger management.
I realized I had that potential. And so I probably really shouldn't even. I was talking yesterday about how #1 technology for me is smartphone. I really probably shouldn't have this. I really shouldn't. It brings out the absolute worst hidden part of my nature. And that is the anger when it gets unleashed. So we're not alone. Takes you 12 minutes with faulty technology before you snap and lose your mind. 15% of us have smashed technology to pieces because we got so angry. Mm-hmm.
There's Denny's get a lot of funny phone calls about people smashing controllers.
A lot of people do it a lot, and here actually is a really good suggestion. Somebody from the 772 text in said, I had to go buy a foam remote control stuffed animal, so that's what I pick up and throw at my TV. I had to replace 3 TVs before I'm like, I've got to come up with a solution.
Ooh.
So having something that they could throw because they just knew, like, when I lose my mind, I've got to throw something. that's what they came up with.
Juan said in the chat room, I've broken 6 Xbox controllers in a year. 6. I get it, though.
Yeah, absolutely. It goes on like that. Yeah, a lot of people talking about that kind of stuff. They why they snap stuff that's going on. And what you do, I was just telling Virginia, I'm like going, the worst thing about it for me is like if I ever do smash technology, the biggest thing is like going, okay, how am I going to explain this to my wife? Because I know I'm going to get the guilt trip. And
she's going to yell at you.
Right.
And make you feel like you're an idiot, like you're just some kind of Neanderthal ape man.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So there you go. Not a lot of ladies, though. Pretty much all we're hearing from still is just the dudes talking about doing it. So I think it's a very low number.
We got one chick that kicked her windshield out. That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
That is. Another girl said she literally broke a Game Boy in half.
That's impressive.
Snapped it.
I get it. I don't know. I guess it's the adrenaline, but it's the same thing. You get superhuman strength, and the things you could do. Yeah, you just whoosh, and yeah, you wouldn't ever be able to do if you were calm.
But anytime I get mad like that, about a minute later, I feel so bad that I failed.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, gosh, man.
It's the worst thing ever.
It is. You feel you failed.
Rational, normal Kev is sitting there with such judgment on anger ball Kev. I realize it's stupid. It's dumb. But you're not alone. If you do it, it will happen. Somebody actually picked up a printer in my office and threw it across the room, and it shattered into pieces. So I couldn't get to print right.
That's like an office space. They destroy the...
You threw a printer?
Yeah. I get it. There's something that happens. Somebody said, y'all need anger management. I do. I probably do. I need to come up with a technique.
Do you think that's enough for anger management, though?
I don't know, because it's rare that I get to this point. It's just, and I'm trying to get to the point where I'm like, I realize, okay, you are heading and you need to put it down. You need to walk away. You need to go clear your mind or do something.
I'm the same way. It does not happen often at all. And
that's rare.
Like once a year, where I'll get mad or something like that. Is that enough for anger management? I think that's a normal thing sometimes. As long as you're not hitting somebody, you're not throwing things in front of your kids.
Well, and the other thing I would say, too, is to me, you need anger management when irrational things are flipping you out. And really, about the only thing that gets me going is technology. I pretty much, for the most part, that and some work frustrations. But aside from that...
like dirt of the day. I get it, man.
You got to look at how often you flip out, too. If you're doing it like all the time, then you probably have a problem. But if you only lose your cool once a year... I think that you're normal.
Yeah, if you're losing it and you're having fights with everybody in your life, it might be you.
It's you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here's a lady at text and said, I've smashed a couple phones, broke my laptop, and a couple remote controls.
Oh,
okay.
You make me feel better.
There you go. Because, I was starting to go, maybe I got anger management problems. So a couple celebrity sightings going on in the area as well. I know, Jaybird, you like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Well, I
thought you did. Wait, you didn't, then you did, so you don't now?
Well, I tried to engage him on Twitter because I said he doesn't believe in aliens.
Yeah.
And I, really said some terrible things about him. I got my quotes confused. He doesn't believe in the afterlife. He does believe in aliens.
Okay, so what is your feeling on him right now, then?
I don't know. I'm kind of just down the middle.
Okay.
I don't love Bill Nye the Science Guy. I don't love him. I don't hate him, though.
Okay. But you obviously know who he is.
Oh, yeah. You guys know who that is, right?
Bill Nye?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, Virginia loves science.
I hate science, but I know who Bill Nye is.
As soon as he started talking science, she started texting.
Yeah, I know, right? Bill Nye was at American Heritage Del Rey yesterday. They have opened up, I think, a new little science center doing robotics and all that kind of smart stuff.
He's a legit scientist, though, right? He's not...
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. If he's there, yeah. I don't know. Ask the kids at American Heritage Del Rey. I also saw, too, it's kind of cool, Michael Jordan was hanging in the back secluded bar there at Kvj Taco on Palm Beach over the weekend. It was his wife's birthday, and he apparently was there till 1 a.m. dancing it up.
Nice.
Yeah, and apparently it's kind of like one of those very Palm Beach kind of like things where you wouldn't even know that they have a bar if you didn't kind of already know to be in the know.
You know to go back there.
Yeah.
Nobody tells you. You just know.
Right. So that's where he was kind of hiding out because it's very secluded. And
he likes
you were
Palm
in the know,
Beach.
you know. Yeah.
I ran into him at the valet at Buchan one time.
There we go.
I got a picture of the back of his head. No big deal.
What a weak name dropping story.
Yeah, right. And got kind of some confirmation. I saw this that Rod Stewart was on the beach behind his Palm Beach home last weekend with his daughter Kimberly. So apparently he does still have the house.
Was it the real Rod or was it the fake Rod Stewart? Because we've got one of those running around here locally.
I don't think I've ever seen the fake Rod on Palm Beach.
If the fake Rod is on Rod's property, that's going to be confusing for the employees.
I always see like the fake Rod in like Westgate.
I've seen him on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard.
I saw him in Publix.
Okay.
I've seen him in Publix too. He was getting a sub, and I was in line with him, and I about lost my mind. I go, "Oh my gosh, it's the fake Rod Stewart."
He was getting sausages when I was there.
And another one when we did our best Palm Beach or South Florida celebrity, people had said James Patterson. I don't know if he would have made the top 64 list, because unless you're very intelligent, you really don't know a lot about him, or a big reader. CJ Bird's already like, what? Who?
What?
Patterson.
Yeah, he's a very famous author, Jay Bird. Writes a lot of very famous books.
He better have them books on tape.
I know
Even then, I don't know.
I know that's an insult, but it was funny.
Yeah. He just about a week or so ago got the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital Foundation Icon Award that they have for the American Icon at the Diplomat Beach Resort. So, just to confirm a few things there. Birthdays going on today. We got a special birthday for Steve Whitehurst from your loving wife, Cheryl.
Steve.
And also, she's carving out a little happy birthday for herself for tomorrow.
Birthday lovers.
Back to back.
Happy birthday for Enrique, turning 8. Super excited to celebrate his birthday at Disney World this weekend.
Oh, it's big. Enrique.
Susan, Glenn, little bro Landon, and the dog Brutus sending that shout out.
Birthday at Disney? You kidding me?
Yeah. Also, a birthday shout out to my 7-year-old daughter Veronica from Mom, Dad, Ariella, and Granny Moo.
Veronica.
Granny Moo.
And happy birthday, Mama, from Jocelyn, Harley, Pongo, Perdita, and Chloe.
Mama.
So there you go. Woo-hoo. Got a birthday you want on the KVJ show, you can let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, Jaybird has a weird obsession I would have never dreamed it'd be something he'd be into that I will tell you about. And saw this cool little list. Shocking celebrity facts you never knew before. You just mentioned Elvis.
Yeah.
There is a shocking fact on this list that I had no idea about either. You just threw out the name Elvis a second ago there, Jaybird. There's this list that BuzzFeed had put together. Some stuff that I didn't know. Shocking celebrity facts that you never knew before. And I didn't realize Elvis was a natural blonde.
Yeah, I did know that.
I did not.
He had to dye his hair.
That's crazy. I can't see Elvis as a blonde. It wouldn't look right.
It would be weird. It's so weird, too. People are so shocked when they see Virginia. They swear you have blonde hair.
I know. I get it everywhere I go. They think I'm big and blonde and tall, and I'm like, no.
You just have a big mouth.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, one of the other things that was on the list, Harry Styles from One Direction has 4 nipples. Maybe some people knew that.
Yeah, I've seen interviews with that before.
Mark Wahlberg's got 3.
Yeah, we've heard it.
Tom Cruise's front right tooth is actually in the center of his mouth. So he is not structurally perfect. I don't know how he gets away with it, how you never notice.
You think Tom Cruise is hot, Virginia?
I think he used to be hot, and I'm talking like risky business. But he's not my flavor.
You don't find him sexy? He doesn't do it for you?
I don't. I think he's a little too diminutive for me. I want a man.
You want a man?
I do.
But he's Mission Impossible. He saves the world.
He's 5'5".
So?
I'm 5'5". I mean, no offense if you're 5'5", but I want a man to protect me. That's like big for me. I want a man to be a man next to me.
Man's man. Betty White is older than sliced bread. That is actually a fact. She was born in 1922, and the first time a pre-sliced loaf of bread was sold was in 1928, 6 years later.
I'm kind of blown away by that stat. That's sliced bread's that young. We haven't had sliced bread forever. That's just weird to me.
Yeah, when they say the greatest thing since sliced bread, I mean, you're going back to 1928, I guess, with that comment.
I prefer to grab and tear my bread anyway. I'm not so impressed with sliced bread.
When did we actually get bread? When did bread hit?
Bread's been around for a long time. Yes.
Okay, back
absolutely.
even biblical times.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, loaves,
Yeah.
Fishes and
Right.
loaves.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah, that goes way back. Megan Mullally actually had a part in the movie Finding Nemo. but she got fired, didn't even get the voice in it because they had only hired her to do her character from Will and Grace.
Huh.
And she's like, I don't want to do, what is it, Karen? Is that the name of her character?
Yes.
She's like, I don't want to do that. And they're like, all right. And so she quit.
Karen the fish?
I don't know. They were going to make her some character in it.
From her show? Would that have aged well? I mean, was she played
I guess
the
they just
character?
liked how she sounded, and they had probably an idea for one of the fish, the characters that was going to fit probably close to what Karen was like on the show, and they thought it all worked together.
Then it's kind of a dumb move on her part then.
Very dumb move on her part. Look how it worked out for Ellen.
Yeah, she could have made so much money off of that. That's
a
dumb move. Pride got in the way on that one.
Will and Grace was riding high there, and she thought, Will and Grace is never going to end.
It always ends.
Be careful with that pride.
Yep. Well, about that time again. Producer Denny's throwing up a little comedy for us. He's going to be dropping it on us in his joke jury. We are on the jury, myself, Virginia Jaybird. Now, what Denny's is trying to do here is trying to get us to crack up and laugh. Now, a big win for him is to get everybody cracking up or laughing to eliminate each person from the joke jury. That is the challenge. Will he be successful today? This is what we're going to find out. Welcome, Denny's. How you doing today?
Not bad. Thanks for inviting me in.
Anytime. You're always welcome in here.
Open door policy. We love you, kid. Yeah.
Chuckles.
All right, let's hear what you got today on the joke jury. Joke number one.
What do you do with rice at a strip club?
What do you do with rice at a strip club? I don't know. What do you do with rice at a strip club?
Make it grain.
Make it grain.
Virginia loves it.
Yeah,
I love
Virginia right away.
Because I was there when it was born.
Yes.
That joke was born at the Hibachi Grill.
It
Make
was.
it grain.
Denny's was killing at the Hibachi last weekend.
That's what I heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing his comedy thing, had everybody laughing.
All right, make it grain. All right.
Let's see if the second one does it for you guys. Why is it sometimes difficult to carry multiple pickles?
I don't know. Why is it difficult?
Because they can be cucumbersome.
Oh.
Okay.
That is smart comedy.
Oh, yeah.
That is some good stuff.
Suit's in there rolling. Suit's about fell out of his chair.
That belongs on PBS. That's smart.
So good.
Wow.
Let's see if you guys like this one. What do Amish Star Trek fans set their phasers to?
I don't know. What do they set their phasers to?
They set their phasers to shun.
Okay.
Shun gun.
Okay.
Fourth joke. How can you tell if a parrot is genuine?
I don't know. How can you tell if a parrot is genuine?
It's the real macaw. A stretch. It's a stretch. I get it.
Dreaded sounds of silence.
The first three were so good.
I'll try to turn it back around for you guys here.
Okay, you got in strong here, Daddy.
Final joke. What group game do swingers play at picnics?
What group game do swingers play at picnics? I don't know. What do they play?
Duck, duck, goosed.
Okay.
Okay.
When Virginia's like, okay.
The first three had me in stitches.
You couldn't even fake laugh on the last one. You tried.
I wanted to like it.
Oh, no. All right.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Who is the grossest person on the show?
Okay, on the count of three.
Okay, we should get Denny's in on this. Yeah, we need to get this. Who is the grossest person on the KVJ show? All right, now I'm going to count to three. When I say three, then you just shout it out who you think is the grossest person on this show. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Jaybird.
Did you speak, Denny's?
I said Jason.
I said Virginia.
We got 2. I got Virginia too. So
Me?
it's 2 and 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the only reason is your hair gel is on everything. That hair stuff. That's kind of gross. Every time I go to open a door in your house.
That's what you're banging me on?
The bottom of your feet are currently green. I don't know if you know that.
They're not currently green, and you farted so grossly to the point where people in the other studios hate us now because of you and your farts.
That's
not
a good
true.
nomination.
That is definitely
That's
true.
not true.
Well,
That
and
is true.
I just go off on the fact that Virginia likes to be gross. And you have to watch anytime any kind of discussion of poo or bodily functions comes up, she just takes it and then just runs with it.
But I'm not physically gross. I like gross stuff.
No,
but it still falls under the same
you're
thing.
Gross.
Yeah,
I mean, you talk about gross things. You do gross things. You burp. You burp crawfish out loud. You fart. You thinking me and Kevin can't hear you when we put our headphones in. Meanwhile, my headphones never work. I'm always hearing you fart.
I'm sorry. I like garlic.
You can attack my feet, a condition I can't control that I inherited from my mother. God rest her soul.
They're green. That's gross.
They're not green. You are fake news. They're not green. They're more of a jaundice yellow.
Okay, I get it right.
They are seafoam green, and I'd bet my eyes on
They're
it.
not seafoam green. I'll put them on right now. They're jaundice yellow.
Yeah.
They're a little seafoam green.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. The seafoam green. Seafoam green, Kev.
Well, everybody can pretty much answer how gross they are. There's a survey about things like brushing teeth and showering and washing hands and all that stuff. And you can find out if you're in the minority, do you go with the clean people or not? 50% of us go more than a month without changing our sheets.
Never.
No.
It's hard to sleep if they're not clean.
Yeah. I don't think we get that far on the sheets. And then I am one of those people, like, I don't like going to sleep if I am dirty. Like, there are some people, they could go to the gym and then come right home, plop right down in, and I'm just like, no, can't do it. So I don't think anybody's gross on that. It says only 36% of people shower every day. And they're saying only 36 like you need to. Honestly, I don't buy into that. There are days where maybe I don't go to the gym or whatever, and especially in the winter here, I have crazy dry skin. I mean, I'm moisturizing all over the place. If I don't every day use a face cream,
You turn into lizard man.
Yeah, so I will admit, there are some days, like if I have a day like on the weekend where I'm just lounging around the house and I don't go out anywhere and do anything, I would bounce right up on a Sunday morning and get going about my day. So...
Yeah, weekends are different. But during the work week, if I tried to start my day and didn't start it with a shower, I would feel off my game because I would feel like yucky. I can't put makeup on a dirty face, and I put makeup on every morning. I have to be clean to start that whole process.
You had the makeup thing. That would be kind of rough to go to bed with makeup on. I think that's how you get... Pimples.
Yeah, you're not supposed to go to bed with makeup on. I kind of had to do it last night because I was cooking crawfish. And even after I cooked the crawfish, I had spices on my fingers. So I couldn't wash my face. You cannot wash your face with cayenne pepper on your fingers. Nope. You'll be in pain.
Okay, that sounds like you learned that lesson the hard way.
That's a great sudden death punishment, though. Losers got to wash their face with cayenne pepper.
Cayenne soap.
I don't hate it.
They make cayenne soap. It just doesn't seem
I can make
idea.
cayenne soap.
Oh,
I can have it here by noon.
She can make all things evil.
Okay. Yeah, so I would be in the gross part of the showering every day because, it's not, I can't say that every single day I have to have a shower. I lose my mind. Only 48% said they always brush their teeth twice a day, and that would be the minority. But I am that way. It's rare unless something happens and I come home and just, fall asleep watching TV or something like that and I don't brush my teeth. Yeah, in fact, I would brush it more. The dentist is like, you're wearing the enamel off your teeth. So she said, stop brushing so much.
I think I do it 3 times a day because I take a nap.
I used to.
And so I do it before my nap because I usually just ate. And then when I wake up from my nap, you have that. And so you have to do it then. And then I do it before bed and I do it when I wake up.
Yeah, I brush it at least twice and I floss at least once a day.
Okay. All right. Well, then we're all clean on that. Nobody's gross on that one.
Danny's awfully quiet, calling me out for beard cream. What about you?
I do. I brush my teeth every morning and every night. So twice a day.
Okay.
Consistent. And if I had something real weird or onions for lunch, then I'll do it for lunch.
And if you have stuff stuck in there,
then you have to.
You have to.
I got to get better with my flossing game.
Flossing is hard.
It's highly important too.
It's so important.
It is such a pain in the A, but it really it links to heart disease. There's a lot of stuff. You gotta, baby got plaque, gotta get it out.
56% of people always wash their hands after using the bathroom, and 41% said they sometimes skip it. I'm a hand washer.
I'm a hand washer, or sometimes I'll use the sanitizer gel.
Okay. I mean, we're all washing our hands after 2.
And 1.
Oh, definitely.
At work, you always have to wash your hands. If I'm peeing real quick at home, I don't wash it every single time. for the pee?
I rinse every time, but as far as like a soaped up lather,
soap without lather's not an every time for pee for me.
Yeah, me either.
Yesterday on the After the Show podcast, we were actually talking a little bit about showering and, you know, what people use in the shower. And do you wash your hair first? Do you wash your body? You know, talking about cleanliness, people were doing that. And then the thing that was weird for me was the majority of people said that they actually use their hand over a washcloth or a loofah.
I use my hands.
I use my hands a lot. I have a rag and hands. The hands do the trick.
Okay, what do you, Denny's?
I'm a hands guy. I got a washcloth for my face, but everything else is hands. All hands, baby.
That baffled me, yeah, because to me, the loofah I love because I love being all sudsy, and the loofah gets you all sudsed up. And
loofahs are gross, man, and I feel like old people use them.
Well, the problem with a loofah is if it stays in that moist environment for too long, it's going to grow funky stuff on it.
It's just gross, man.
I don't want to put, like, bacteria loofah on my privates.
Yeah, imagine, a loofah's been out all day, dry, everyone's using the loofah, now you're putting it on your hoo-ha.
So yesterday on the After the Show podcast, we were talking about loofahs and using them.
You seem like a loofah guy.
I'm a loofah guy.
Yeah, I'm more of a rag man.
How often do you wash your loofah then? Like if it sits in the bathroom, doesn't it get like moldy?
No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I probably should wash it more than I do, but probably once a month.
That'd be a good sudden death punishment. A loser's got to wring out Kevin's loofah and drink it.
I like it. Or you got to sit with my loofah in your mouth for a minute?
That would actually be a terrible punishment.
Tomorrow it is then. Sudden death. And that was yesterday. And today's
you
tomorrow.
And your big ass mouth.
What?
We gotta eat his loofah?
Look at what I got on KVJ TV.
It's
That's
green.
my official. Yeah, it started out white.
Is it damp?
No. It's all dry. I didn't shower this morning.
I don't know if that
makes
it grosser or worse that it's dry. I don't know.
I think dry is grosser.
I think it is too.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, because it's your dried skin.
Your saliva is going to make it wet.
Does everybody use this loofah or is it just Kevin Ralston?
Well, luckily, I'm about the only one that showers in my house. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is...
all right.
Yeah,
that makes it a little better.
Kids are gone. Grandma's got her own bathroom. And the queen,
still not showering, huh?
Yeah, nah.
That's going on still, huh?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
She doesn't shower.
No, she has somebody wash her hair every week. Yeah, she goes to the beauty salon. Yeah, that's a weird, awful mix. It's terrible.
Weird storyline you got going on there, Ralston.
Interesting /
People
gross.
don't believe it, and they ask me in Publix, and I'm like, it's real.
I find
nobody in the family believes it either.
A lot of people ask me questions in Publix, and I have the same thing. I've had at least 3 people stop me in Publix and go, "Bird, is the Mexican queen? First of all, is she real? Second of all,
she is real.
Yeah,
does
she
thing.
really not shower?
Yeah, she defends it, saying that she uses like the wet wipes to clean the necessary bits. But I'm like, that just ain't gonna cut it for me.
Well, that didn't help because she did that on the podcast, and she wiped off her arm, her leg, and then she showed the camera, very, very proud, I may say.
Yeah.
And it was covered.
Disgusting. Yeah.
It looked like
I'm not even sure she's actually Mexican. I think she's just dirty.
She doesn't have dark skin. It's dirt.
Yes, I'm really starting to even question that. She's been selling me all these years that she's the Mexican queen. I don't know what she is.
She's
she might be
white.
Irish. I don't know.
I mean, that really did happen, right?
Yeah, I feel like she's lying to me. I'm not even sure if that's real.
I'm not speaking out of school. That happened.
That happened.
Okay, all right.
We all saw it. Jaws agape.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Denny's has got the cards here, so we are going to draw to see who's got the sudden death punishment today with my loofah.
Virginia, I just want to say you look beautiful today, and I hope you have the highest card.
I hope you do too.
I just think you look youthful.
I think you are awesome when you're meditating, and I love your personality today.
Yeah, I really hope you draw a very high number.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's so high.
Okay.
Gosh.
All right, Virginia.
Thank you for your good energy. It worked.
Damn it.
She has no poker face.
I'm so annoyed. I even want to try to be
no
peaceful.
poker face. No poker face.
Okay.
Please.
Take a look at the faces
lost
here.
a lot.
Okay. Is Jaybird going to be chewing on my loofah?
Probably.
Okay. Let's see.
She has to have a face card.
Take a quick look at your card. We'll see your face. Okay. All right. He's disgusted. Denny's. Let me see. Take a look at your card. Okay. There's a lot of coy faces here. All right. Who's got the lowest playing card? Who's going to spend 1 minute with my loofah in their mouth? We're talking about some showering habits, what's going on in the bathroom, and the grossness of the loofah. And somebody reminded us saying, hey, you know, if you hang the loofah out to dry and you should be washing it, like putting in the washer. Sometimes people put it in with their dishwasher even. You can throw it in there for a cycle, do that once a week, and it should be killing the bacteria, and you should be fine that way.
Okay, but do you do that?
Not enough. No, I'd say I'm probably we do that probably every 3 weeks, so I got to step up my game on that.
Yeah, I when we've had a loofah in the shower, I don't think anybody ever washed it. I think it just hung there for months until it looked gross and I threw it away.
My grandma's loofah, I don't know if that thing ever dried.
Grandma's loofah. That sounds gnarly.
That's the only thing that sounds grosser than my loofah.
Your loofah kind of smells too. I smell it a little bit. It's got a scent to it.
Let me smell it.
Yeah.
Does it smell like the Bronx?
What do you think, Virginia?
It smells like the Bronx.
It smells like him.
It does.
Yeah.
I think it smells okay.
Yeah, I thought it smelled
No,
fine.
I didn't say it smelled bad. I just said it's got
You had a tone.
You had a tone. You definitely had a tone.
Well, you have a tone too. you have a constant tone.
All right, who's going to spend 1 minute with my loofah in their mouth? Oh, yeah. All right, let's see those cards. Virginia, you got a good one, clearly. You have no poker face.
Well, I just want to thank Jay Bird for all that sweet juju he threw my way right before I drew.
Yeah.
It helped me to draw what I am, a queen.
Oh.
Okay. All right, let's have everybody get aces. Danny's had a weird look on his face when he drew his card here for the lowest playing card for sudden death. What did you wind up getting there, Denny's?
Could that be a ruse, though?
Oh.
Because I got an ace.
Wow. Okay, nice.
Denny's.
Okay. Right now, Virginia has the lowest card. Virginia has the lowest card.
It's between the witch and the bitch.
Okay, Jaybird, could you change that?
I've been meditating, trying to be very positive.
Yeah, this for some reason you draw the low card a lot.
I know. People think it's my fault. Look, I don't want to.
He draws the low card, and then people yell at him.
They give me crap. Oh.
It's kind of awesome.
What'd you get?
3.
What a turd.
It's such a turd. I don't.
Okay.
Unless, did you go?
I haven't gone yet. That'd be the only thing.
Please give us a 2. Please give me a 2.
That would make you happy?
Oh, so smuggy.
What'd you do before he even finished?
He can't even get 3. Because he knows I have to eat his loofah. How does this happen every week?
Every week.
Okay, I drew a 2.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah, I drew a 2.
Get out of here.
You didn't lose.
Yes.
I did.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
You have to eat your own loofah, which isn't that bad. I mean,
Nah,
if you
it's
don't
not
lose
terrible.
Can I see your loofah real quick? It's going to want to rub a couple spots on my body.
No.
Oh.
Get out of here. All right, so I will put it in my mouth.
Okay, it's in.
I'll set the clock right here.
What'd you say? Did you say start the clock? Because it sounded like something else.
Clock.
Really get that thing in there. Explore the flavors.
It's in there. Let's see if I can get. Okay, here we go. All right, can I get some whack out news?
Whacked out.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
All right, here we go. I got 25 seconds left.
25 seconds left?
Yes, I do. See, you can hear me.
What a
I can
turn of
hear you.
events. I thought that was me, man.
Yeah.
I thought it was you too. A 3? It
Yeah.
always loses.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, first of all, I got her again, Carrie. Like I knew. Can you hear me?
It's getting harder. The first story you have for us in the whacked out news?
Very good. You speak loofah.
There
you
go.
go. Yeah.
Spit it out.
All right. You know, it doesn't even taste bad. It's not too bad at all. It
you.
tastes soapy.
It's
yeah, and
you.
it's me. Yeah, I might just sit and chew on my loofah in the shower tonight.
Yeah, in hindsight, we probably should have taken you out of the running.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't care to eat my own washcloth either. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we still got it. Yeah, maybe we can keep it around. Jaber's talking about doing shots of loofah juice, so. Yeah.
Let's get her wet.
Yeah.
You know what? I will get that thing wet and we will do loofah shots.
Okay.
Don't ever look at me again and say that.
That's how you step it up.
Okay.
That really is it's bro
ATL CVS, baby, Lou for shots.
Do we have actual liquor here?
We do. We have aguardiente.
Aguardiente and my soap, scum. Yeah, remember the other day I called out that dude that had waved on that pedestrian in front of him in the Publix parking lot there on Commercial Boulevard in Oakland Park, and then when the pedestrian walked in front of him, they drilled him with their car.
On purpose.
Yeah, and broke their leg. They put out the surveillance video of this bearded dude that they thought they had got, and oh yeah, the heat was turned up and he turned himself in. It's the jerky 36-year-old Luis Alberto Ferri is the guy who did it. Ferri turned himself in on Tuesday for doing this, and you knew he was trying to get away with it because he had a beard in the video, but he'd shaved himself.
Whatever.
So he was trying to change up his appearance, but apparently a lot of people going, I saw you on that surveillance video.
I saw your car, too. Your noticeable car.
Yep.
You had a beard then, now all of a sudden you shaved it.
Yep. He's now facing a charge of aggravated battery with bond set at $50,000.
Good.
And in the past, he's been arrested on battery, drug possession, probation violations. So
he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, Luis. Good news. We got that taken care of. And thanks to Broward Sheriff for putting that video out.
Yes.
Put the heat on him.
Good.
Yeah. This is a very odd story. I was looking for the mugshots. I don't see it because I think that would add a lot to it. Did you hear about the 3 girls, ages 18 and 19, that were hanging out at the roadside rest on I-75 in Pasco County in the nude?
I did hear about these frisky ladies. So they were ladies. They weren't girls. They weren't little.
Well, when you're
women.
My age, when you're 18 or 19, you're a girl.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So sorry.
You old?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I guess it's whatever your perspective is. Yeah, 18, 19 were the ages. Somebody called the cops. FHP shows up, and this is where it gets a little bit crazy. Now, they said they were putting on suntan lotion there at the rest stop, and they told the person who called the cops on them that they were air drying after showering. But as the cops get there, they then hop in their car and take off. Apparently, I guess still naked. 3 girls, ages 18, 19, vroom, on the run, FHP, in their cop, now on I-75. Now, at first, the cop didn't chase him, but then the driver called in to report a reckless vehicle. And the cops are like going, okay, maybe we need to go see what's going on here. So they wind up trying to pull the girls over, and they tried to arrest one of them. And that's when another woman behind the wheel, one of these girls, tried to run directly into the cop.
Oh, my gosh.
At that time, then another one gets out of the car with a metal bat and tries to hit the trooper after he jumped out of the way of the car. So they're like tag teaming car to metal bat.
These girls are froggy and insane.
They eventually had to taser him to arrest him.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, are they completely naked still this entire time? Did they put their clothes back on?
Please tell me there is like dash cam video or something. I need to see this.
I'm getting to this story early, so hopefully we'll have a little follow-up because I couldn't even find the mug shots when I looked for it.
You said they were air drying?
That's what they had said. They're air drying after showering, which, showering at a rest stop?
Do you ever air dry? You ever do that technique?
No.
Okay, it works.
Okay. Yeah.
I always like a towel, though, because you get cold.
Right. Not if you go out on the patio and let the sun hit you.
That's weird.
Interesting.
You know you have neighbors with balconies, right?
They can't see. There's a part of my courtyard where you can't see me naked. I've done the work.
Sounds like a challenge.
He just wants the sun on his balls. That's all he wants.
That's why they're so tan, Virginia.
Yeah, there's 2 of them, so you got to get both sides.
You better be careful. You thought they were wrinkled before. The sun will make them twice as wrinkled.
I don't care.
Well, here's another interesting cat. Thomas Devaney Lane referred to himself as, quote, the saint, as he threatened to release his turtle army to destroy people in the town of Indialandic. I haven't heard of that town, but apparently it's here in Florida.
Army?
Yes, it's in Brevard County. Yes, he had a turtle army. He's the saint. He's 61, and apparently he started off by yelling obscenities and causing disturbances, first at the Starbucks and then at Sassy Granny Smoothies.
Sassy Granny.
The Brevard County Sheriff's Office is charged him with breach of peace, misuse of 911, and resisting an officer without violence. No word on where his turtle army is or if they were contained as well. There's a woman in New Jersey that didn't like her neighbor's racy Easter display featuring 5 scantily clad mannequins in bunny ears.
Okay, I saw it, and it is kind of overly sexy.
It is, okay.
Yeah, they have like thigh highs on, thigh high fishnets. Like, it's definitely adult.
She didn't like it. She took it on herself to go over and remove the heads, and apparently the local news team was there. Now she might face charges, but it was all captured on camera, so they're like going, the neighbors don't like these 5 scantily clad mannequins here and these bunny ears, and one's going, ah, and she's just flipping out on it.
She decapitated the mannequins? That's just as horrifying.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, she's kind of going after them right there on camera. So there you go. There's a man in Ocala that apparently was not covered by his artistic license of being a hip-hop or an aspiring hip-hop star. He decided to come out with a funky beat, posted it on Facebook, but in one of the verses he rapped about catch you at a Gator game and shoot the whole campus up. The man from Ocala and the aspiring hip-hop star has been arrested after what they deemed to be a threat of the University of Florida's campus.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Interesting, though. That's in a song, right?
Yes.
Huh.
He continued to rap about an ongoing disagreement he had between himself and other people in the area. They thought it was alarming enough that they have arrested him and charged him with 2 counts of making threats.
And I think it's very stupid what he did, and I don't think you should do that, but I wonder if you could argue, hey, that's art.
Expression.
I'm creating a storyline that's not real. They do it in movies all the time. Why is it okay in movies and not in songs?
How many hip-hop songs? I think one of the South Florida hip-hop guys that got arrested recently, I think he had actually written in a song about killing people and then went out and actually did.
Yep, you're right.
I wonder if they got a case on this.
Yeah.
As distasteful as it is it illegal?
Because that would be crazy. Can you imagine if you start locking up all the dudes doing trap music that have lyrics about killing somebody in it?
Well, it's really the same type of thing with the movie.
And that would be like a confession set to a beat.
Yeah.
You rap about killing a guy. Yeah, I don't see that ever becoming a... Yeah, so this guy might have an interesting case. A woman in Oklahoma tried to steal a delivery truck to get away from zombies.
Aww.
Turns out she's a meth user.
You throw that a little too loosely during the Whacked Out News, by the way.
I feel bad for her.
Okay.
Another ironic story. The owner of a bed and breakfast on the Canadian border called Smuggler's Inn is facing charges for helping 7 people enter Canada illegally.
Smuggler's Inn?
Yes.
I'm hiding in plain sight.
Yes. That is kind of crazy that went down there. Here's a guy in New Mexico. He's facing charges after police found 44 diamonds in a bag inside his anal cavity.
Wow.
44 diamonds? That seems like a lot.
Do you think on like diamond 42, he goes, come on, man, keep pushing it. You got this.
You got to want it.
You got more in you.
Hopefully they were in a baggie and they all went in together.
I'm not sure how they were packaged.
Were they loose rocks?
Well, think about it. Baggies is more room. You probably need to remove the
That is going to be one
baggie.
pretty piece of poo when it comes out.
Yeah, I probably no baggies.
No, they got to have a baggie.
I don't know. It's the great debate.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to find out more specifics on that. But apparently he was going to use the diamonds for drugs. So he was pulled over on a motorcycle for not having a license. And then he pulled a knife on the cop. And then that's when they said, let's just dig in your butt for fun. So that's what usually happens.
Did they punch him in the stomach and then he just started
Let's just see
out?
what's going on. I know you probably find this to be stunning, but we offend people. Seem to do it kind of frequently, too. And, yeah, they let us know about it. We actually get our fair share of hate mail.
Big time.
Good bit, yeah. And if it's not something that we're saying that's offending somebody, then we're doing something wrong or we just are detestable people.
It's not always that they're hating on us. There's just you're doing something wrong. You shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
There's a big laundry list of complaints.
There's a lot of reasons why, yes, people will blast us. And sometimes it's an email. Sometimes it's just a message on social media. Luckily, there's a lot of places in the chat room, even on Kvj TV. There's a lot of places people can hate on us.
Sometimes it's deserving.
Sometimes it's face-to-face. I've seen it happen face-to-face to Jaybird a lot.
People think they can say whatever they want to me.
People come up to him and just tell him whatever they're thinking.
Mm-hmm. It's fun stuff. So what we've done is we've taken some of the comments that we get from these various sources, and we put it to song in what we call the KVJ Hate Song.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us, you hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That's
That sucks. That stinks. You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin has fake hair, a fake laugh, and a fake marriage. We all know he has a secret gay lover, too. Hashtag Kevin is fake AF.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Virginia looks like Gonzo from the Muppets and Howard Stern, like they had a baby. Ugh. She's so ugly, she scared the crap out of the toilet.
You hate us, you hate us, you
That's
hate
tough
us.
to do.
You hate the KVJ show.
Jason isn't funny or talented enough to be that stupid. He has less than 0 going for him. No wonder he's a no-good alcoholic.
Okay.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Denny's is proof that God makes mistakes. KVJ also made a big mistake by hiring him. Potheads like him don't belong in radio, they belong in prison.
You hate us, you hate
Wow.
us, you hate us.
Lock him up.
You hate
Yikes.
the KVJ show. That sucks.
Well, there we go. All right. Well, always trying to give you a little bit of an education here at the KVJ show. Keep you up on some of the latest words that people are using out there. I learned a few. In fact, one of these we talked about yesterday on the After the Show podcast. That was the Triple B, otherwise known as the Backburner Biatch.
Yes.
It is the name for somebody who your group of friends doesn't particularly like to hang out with, but if you're alone and all of their friends are busy, you call your Triple B and they are always anxious and willing to hang out.
That's so sad.
It is sad.
Yeah.
If you're the BBB, you gotta just get away from that situation.
But I think there's one in almost every group, though, isn't there?
It's so sad.
There's always one. It is very sad.
You need a new group if that's how your group is putting you down.
Sometimes I don't know if they know. Damn.
If he won't take you out and if he won't bring you around the friends, there's a problem.
Well, and I think sometimes it can be whatever the circles. It's a boyfriend, girlfriend, or could just
friends.
be that friend.
Yeah, I was thinking more friendship, not even boyfriend, girlfriend.
Right, I think it might be. Another term Denny's let me know about here, pasted. Pasted apparently is the state of consciousness when an individual is so stoned they are literally unable to move, finding themselves pasted to the couch, or their attention pasted to some form of entertainment like a movie or a long series of YouTube videos they just can't escape from. I can imagine it. You get so stoned, you're almost like in a YouTube prison. I can't get away. It's just and it goes from one video to the next. You might be on that thing as long as you're stoned.
That's a good
Pasted.
one. Man, I'm so pasted.
Yeah, so there you go. Keeping you up on a couple fun little terms there today.
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.
Jaybird, if you would, wrap us up here today with a thought, my friend.
Know the difference between being patient and wasting your time.
Okay, that is good.
That's a good
wisdom.
one.
Thank you.
This is the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF.